Here's the truth, nobody told us when we started singing. Your voice alone isn't enough. In today's times, the singers who are winning, the ones getting noticed, playlisted, and paid are not just vocalists. They think like producers. And if you don't, you're leaving opportunities, money, and creativity on the table. Let me show you why every singer today needs to have music producer brains, even if you never plan to produce full songs. Hi, my name is Saurabh Shetty. I'm a singer-songwriter and a music producer. I started off just singing and then slowly delved into the world of music production and really enjoyed how both the worlds fuse together so seamlessly, creating opportunities for you on both tracks at once. And on this channel, we work together to develop this mindset of surviving as a full-time musician. If you're new here, welcome, and do consider subscribing if you want to improve your craft every single week. Okay, let's talk of the power of production for singers. Your voice is not the whole song. It is just a part of the great orchestra that is all the instruments, the arrangements, and the mixing mastering that's done around it. And when you focus only on singing, you accidentally leave out many opportunities on the table. As of now, the cost of production has gone pretty down, whereas you can produce from your laptop, from your iPad, tablet, or even your phone. Also try to understand this. As a new and upcoming singer, you might not have the right budgets for making every single song with production, mastering, and then putting it out there with PR and videos and all of that. But what you can do right now is understand how to make that basic production and then start from there. Start putting out your content so you also understand your audience, the people who are liking your kind of music, which styles of yours they prefer, and all of this can be done in literally zero amount once you have the right kind of gear. And even simple production awareness can help bring your singing sound as much more polished and marketable. Now, another point why you should be thinking beyond a mic and like a producer is because there are so many effects that can really better your voice, even in live scenarios and in studios as well. But you should know how to make your voice sound the best. Almost 90% of professional singers that I know how to EQ their own voice and set it up with the right reverb so that they get the best performance in different styles when they are singing in the studio versus when they are singing live on stage. They start with EQing their vocals, adding a bit of compression, adding low mid ends, and adding some right reverb and delay so that they can perform the best. If you've ever gone for studio recordings, I'm pretty sure you must have noticed a difference in how different engineers make you feel when you're singing because of the way they process your vocals. So knowing all of this is an absolute advantage when you're doing vocals, even if you're not producing or mixing, mastering the entire track. Another tip is understand how to do vocal production specifically, because that includes on how you can take your DTs, which are double takes, your harmonies, and which harmonies to use for which kind of song, because not the same harmonies go on every single song. So to understand all of this is a great advantage. Me personally, when I was composing music for a jingle and we had someone else sing it, the singer was a professional, and although his bass layer wasn't that powerful to what we needed in the jingle, he was pretty confident that he will nail the effect that's needed with his multiple layers. And once he started layering them on top of each other, it was like a magical experience to see how the track evolved from his basic voice to all of these produced mix of layers. And that's how you stop over singing, because you know that the production is gonna take you there once you build your entire setup. Also in the studio, when you're recording, if you know your stuff, the engineer respects you as well, and you get better control of what you want from that recording. So rather than speaking in generic terms like please increase my bass or highs, if you go for specific terms like please shift the reverb type, add a compressor, can I have some delay and not reverb, or vice versa. All of this makes you stand out as a professional. Another important point, as we discussed earlier, is boosting your marketability for the modern times. The industry favors self-sufficient artists. Right now, many times I don't have the correct budgets to set up a singer in a professional studio space for a scratch. That's when I ask him or her to send a recording of theirs, and if they have the right setup that they can just send a minimal clean voice recording, that's amazing for me to work with, because I don't have to manage anything else other than asking the singer to send a track with his or her vocals on top of it. Also, knowing basic production makes you a way better collaborator, because other producers and singers want to work with someone who understands the nitty-gritties of production, and it makes the overall workflow go pretty fast. And there is a big financial advantage attached to this, because you can send across constant revisions if needed, you can do high quality demos yourself, and you attract better opportunities because your sound feels professional. Now let's think about how you can start this singer/music producer journey. On a side note, if you like the channel content and if you'd like me to make more videos on this exact process, please comment on the video and like it so I know what to do next on my channel, and subscribe as well. Okay, so summarizing again, you need to learn a basic DAW, which is a digital audio workstation. In fancy terms, in simple terms, a music software like Logic, Cubase, Ableton, Pro Tools, or even a mobile software if you don't have anything like a laptop or an iPad. Second is understanding how EQ and compression works, because that's 80% of the game right there. And third is start arranging your own harmony stacks once you understand how to record all of these, which is just put in your bass layer and then see what works on top, see what volumes you can keep it so that your voice sounds fuller, what's it missing that can be added in different layers, and that's how you start to understand the overall workflow. All the tools you need to begin this are a decent mic, an audio interface, some good pair of headphones, and a DAW. If it feels like a lot of work, just imagine this: your voice enhanced by an understanding of space, tone, structure, and vibe. That's the moment you stop becoming just a singer and becoming an artist. If you want to grow not just as a singer but as an artist, start building your music producer brain today. Let me know in the comments which part of production you want to understand next, and I'll be sure to make content on the same. And if you found this valuable, like the video, subscribe to my channel and enable notifications so you don't miss the next chapter in your music journey. This is Music in Progress, and your best music still lies ahead of you.